Bye. There she goes. That's my ride out of here in a couple of days' time. Let's go into the depths of the forest. All right, everybody, how we going? Boys and girls, we're out here in South West Tasmania's rugged wilderness of the Southwest. And I've got to go bloody toss this wizard bracelet into the Pigsty ponds to save the forest. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I just woke up and it was in my letterbox with a little note saying, "Oh, do you mind? Could you just do that while you're out there?" Sometimes you don't get to choose these things; they choose you. So off we go. Shout out to Grace, my GF, for dropping me out here. She just finished her night shift. She's actually a vet nurse. She just got home, hopped into bed, and I went out and I checked the mail, and I was like, oh, she's not gonna be happy about this. I had to go in. I was like, Grace, are you awake? She is now. I'm like, I've got to go drop this wizard bracelet into some ponds. A couple of hours away, do you mind? So she got up, here we are. I guess I should elaborate on the quest a little bit. So essentially, we'll get the wizard bracelet. Hopefully we don't get attacked by any trolls or orcs or anything. I essentially just toss it into the ponds, and then the letter says that the pond princess will do something like magical. It'll harness the evil energy of the bracelet and turn it into good, and just save the forest, save the whole Southwest. Yeah, see these? See that? Orcs chop these down to fuel the fires for bad stuff. Bloody hell! See that? Signs of orcs. There's an old orc camp. Look at all these lads and lasses' shoes. All the orcs have eaten. It was probably, I think that's actually the Fellowship of the Ring right there. That's what's left of them. And some goblins have come through and just decimated them. And just left their shoes, nothing else. Madness. I just thought I was waking up and just having some oats and a coffee, but here we are, I guess, just out here to save the forest. Bloody hell, more trinkets. Rob Parsons has been here just making another stash. Here we go. Put in. He's gone in. I still had to come back to the camera too. Rivendale. Rivendale was back up along that river actually. I've got some quarrels in town, so I like to just bypass whenever I can. Here the lyrebirds. So lyrebirds are actually introduced to Tasmania. They were done by naturalists in like the 1930s, I believe, 1930s, 1940s, as a way of ensuring that the species lives on. If all the habitats were just to get absolutely annihilated and decimated on the mainland. Go, look. But unfortunately they've become quite a feral issue down here in the southern forests. And for those of you unfamiliar with the lyrebird, it's usually quite difficult to see a shot of them like that, so that was pretty nice. But they mimic everything, like they mimic tractors, chainsaws, other birds. It's pretty cool, like black cockatoos. They're beautiful, but yes, it looks like they just float along the forest floors. Okay, we're out of the forests. Now we need to pass through the cave of Medusa. Let's go. More orc trash. Some of the locals around here know this is Mystery Creek Cave. Dropping down to the creek. I'll show you this magical cave of Medusa that one has to pass through in order to cast the wizard bracelet into the ponds of Pigsty if he doesn't die on the way down. Slippery. Magic, absolutely magic. It's enchanted. Look at that. Ooh, the mines of Medusa. Sorry, the cave of Medusa. You know what I've just realised? I'm not even getting paid for this. I don't actually know what I'm getting out of this. Nah, mate, no. Not really interested in going through there, to be honest with you. TBH. Don't have much choice though. Okay, I've got to show you this. We've got a map of this cave system and it is spooky. Look at this. General access zone. That's the Fellowship of the Ring that never made it. Self-reliant zone. Bloody hell. Experienced leader zone. And then there's special management zone. I don't know about this one. Bloody hell, boys and girls. If Frodo can do it, then so can I. The Cave of Medusa. Blow that at your nuts. I'm finding another way out here. I'm going round. We're going to follow this old orc rail line to the southern ranges. Not going to lie, that cave looks dank. I'm not going through that. We're going over. And I'll tell you what, this forest, it's not very well marked. Wish me luck. Could actually, I see how people get lost, TBH. Look at the rock though. We're all fogged up. I'm not gonna lie, everybody. Got pretty steep. Got real steep. So, I left at about 11:15. It's just hit 12 now. We're essentially going up to the southern ranges onto a bit of a plateau where we will have an eye into the southwest and all its peaks, or a few of them anyway. Looked at the registration, there's no one else out here, hasn't been for a few days, so for this scramble up, gotta be real careful, keep your wits about you because it's so easy to lose the trail. Anyway, I'm just using this as an excuse to have a breather, let's get it. Had a tennis game the other day, tennis match, that's why I'm a little bit pooped, you know. I won, it's not important, but like I may as well mention that while I'm talking about it. I'm pretty knackered, right? Just coming up this trail, a bit of scrambling. But I just wanted to point this out. Oop, you can see up here, if you look up there, the old timers were falling timber up here. You can see the cut in the side there, the step, where they'd shove the plank in to step on and climb and soar and whatnot. Bloody hell. What's the rest of that story? You cut the tree down, then what? Far out, crazy buggers. Got to bloody walk up through that absolute mess. Got to walk up through that mess to get basically up there. Okay, I think we've just come up on top of the plateau. I feel like that might be the last of the real steep up stuff. The floor, the ground is so soft. It's like walking or climbing uphill on sand. And every time a bit of the ground gives way, it just zaps all your strength. We're in a very dark and damp and muddy patch of forest now, but I tell you what, it's still very pretty, very enchanting, mysterious, some might say. This is what a lot of the path has descended into. Straight up mud. He's bloody solid, isn't he? Wow. Oh, YouTube. Film hikes, yeah. It'll be great. Everyone will love it, the effort you put in. Ent! The enchanted ent! How goes thee, brother? Remember that time I told you that I thought we'd finished going uphill. I thought we're pretty much done with that. I lied. I lied to both of us. I lied to you. I lied to myself. We're not even nearly done with that. Yeah, it's been a Pegasus down here, just as I thought. Yeah, Pegasus fight. We're on the right trail. Not sure why the Pegasus means that, but it does. I know that for sure. If there's anything I know that. Whoop. Ugh. We've broken out into something. Oh, the southern ranges. We've broken through to some daylight. We're on the right path to the Pigsty ponds to deliver the wizard bracelet. That was bloody chaos back there. It was just water and mud. A couple slips, no problem. Got through the marshlands. Now we're in another forest. What did my eyes foresee? Bloody... Ah, mate. Bloody cramping bad up through all this mud. Cramping real bad, I don't know why. And I am dehydrated in the leg region. So, hydrolyte at the top there. Has some food. Get this damn bracelet in that pond. More of this shit. Bloody hell. I've got some kind of a view. I've just gotten on top of another thing. I'm sure there had to have been an easier way. Surely. So the reason I haven't been using the GoPro is because there's actually a chip right in the center there, so it's glaring out and making it look sort of unfocused and glary. I've ordered a couple new lenses, but anyway, the mirrorless isn't working up here because of how wet and steamy it is, so here you go. I'll be straight up honest, that's some of the shitest walking I've ever done. Not the hardest, just the shitest. Come on. Well, pretty cold up here. Doesn't help that I'm completely soaked through with sweat and just moisture from the forest. What to report? Hey, I think it's this for a while, just walking through bloody mud. Absolute mud. Yeah. Oh, that was up the shin, that one. That was deep. Yeah, down the boot. The forecast was rain, but not too much of it. Don't lose hope. I've lost count of how many times I've fallen over. You know, the forecast wasn't too bad, but it's what they say in the southwest, it can change at the drop of a hat, and I think that's what it's done to me. It's not too bad, but I mean, obviously it's not ideal either. Oh well. I'm pretty much at the point where any normal person would just turn around. Like, the whole point of this hike is you pretty much have these views of all, like a lot of the peaks in the southwest, like Federation Peak, but you can't see it. It's just grey and it's raining a lot. I've still got so far to go too. There's also nowhere to pull up stumps and set up a tent between where I start and here, so I just push on and hope I get a break in the rain. I don't know, man, far out. Is what it is. Tell you what, if you go out to your letterbox one morning and there's a letter in there with some wizard's bracelet asking you to go into the southwest and cast it into a pond, don't do it. Just take that letter out and just put it in your neighbour's letterbox. I'll tell you that much for free. That one's on me. Yeah, 1 to 2 mil of rain, they said. No biggie. Yeah, 25% chance of 1 to 2 mil of rain, probably in the evening. It's just nothing around as far as the eye can see. The rain's gone away a little, but still overcast and bloody cold. I'm pretty much moving and not stopping just to stop hypothermia setting in, because it's that windy and cold. We don't really have an option. There's nowhere to stop and set up, like I said, so we just got to keep pushing until we get to a campground and reassess from there. So I've just stumbled across this, which is pretty sure this is one of the actual campgrounds that are marked in the book as well, but pretty bloody boggy. Very bloody boggy. Take a break, look at the maps, suss it out. Like, I'm having a wet night, I reckon, if I camp there, for sure. Watch what the feet do. Oh yeah, can't do that. No, this is wild. Oh, my legs are bloody sore. I'm not looking forward to coming back down here one little bit. Is easily the least enjoyable walking, hiking I've done in a long time. I cannot stand still because my legs are just seizing up. Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Too easy. Oh, not even a problem here, to be honest. Ah! Oh, mate. This is endless. This is absolutely endless. I'm in survival mode. I'm in survival mode now. It's not even about a video or filming any form of like hike or entertainment. This is just, I'm caught between any suitable ground to camp on. You know me, I would camp on absolutely anything in a bivvy, but this is just pure swamp. I just got to keep moving. That's all this is. I'm going to keep moving, set up, and I'm just going to get the hell out of here tomorrow. There's no way I'm staying out here 3 days. It's just not worth it. Oh. To be honest with you, I'm half tempted just to camp on this. It's absolute crap. Oh, man. Oh, far out, dude. Give me a break. Give me a break. I've had some reception up here, so I've just fired off a text message to Grace telling her I'm going to camp at this next spot I come across and then hike back down to the car park tomorrow. And this wizard bracelet can get stuffed. I'm putting it in the neighbour's letterbox, 100%. freezing. This would be beautiful in warmer seasons though. So there's meant to be a campground just up ahead of me. It's blowing an absolute bloody gale. It's so freaking cold. I'm really hoping it's one of those bloody platform campgrounds. Oh, it'll be the one time I'll be glad to see one. This forecast is nothing like it was when I checked this morning and tracked it yesterday. Nothing like it. Couple of platforms down there, but far out. That's some dangerous wind. Far out. It's not going to be much better in that saddle down there either, I doubt. Oh, well, let's get down there. What even is that? That's the platforms. They're not even proper platforms. They're not even proper platforms. And it's so exposed here. Okay, I managed to get the tent set up. It was an absolute battle. Definitely starting to get like early stages of hypothermia, so get these wet clothes, thermals on, wool jumper on, get in the sleeping bag, boil up some water. Alright, we're bloody warmed up, boiled up some water, got some buttered chicken, dry everything, dry socks, thermals, nice woolly jumper, neck sock, beanie. I'm warm. I just hope this tent withstands the wind, because it was buckling left, right and center when I was trying to set it up. It nearly blew away. This is chaos. But we got in here, we got dry, got out of the wet stuff, got warmed up, and we're gonna be okay. But I'm looking very forward to getting the hell out of here tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Crazy. Just had to go collect some more water from the little, I don't know if you want to call it a tarn or a pond over there. Might make a hot choppy. No worries of hypothermia anymore. I'm just chilling out now, listening to some music. Might put a movie or something on the phone. Luxuries. And yeah, get this water boiled and fill the water bottle back up. Get it ready for tomorrow. Wild. That was a bloody wild day. Good morning, good morning. Little update. So it rained constantly throughout the whole night. Those are my clothes. I don't know if you can see that, but they're 100% completely soaked. There's not a part of it that's not soaked. So I'm really looking forward to putting them on. Worked out that I think what I've been calling the Pigsty ponds are actually called the Pigsty ponds. I don't know why I read it like that. So I have no interest in going to the Pigsty ponds in this weather if they've already got the name Pigsty. It does actually look quite beautiful in good weather, judging by the photos in the books, but right now it would just not be worth the pushing on the extra, like, I don't know, 8 kilometers just to go and be completely soaked again. And yeah, it got pretty bad yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. I was freezing. It was just that wind. The temperatures were far colder, like around the walls of Jerusalem, where I filmed my last trip, but I wasn't getting soaked with rain. So being soaked with rain and then that wind just cutting through it, mate, freezing. Right after I turned off the camera, the first time after hopping into the tent yesterday, my legs just like cramped right up. And I'm not talking just like standard cramps, like the entire leg was locked. It was rock solid. And as I leaned over to try and like massage them and like stretch them out, I actually cramped in my stomach chest area, which I've never had in my life. It was so bad. I was actually in agony. And eventually the muscles relaxed enough for me to sort of stretch them out a bit, and I just kept stretching them throughout the afternoon and evening. But my body's just, it was just obviously not in any condition to come out here. Don't know what else to say, really. I'm gonna have a hot coffee and think about what's to come. I don't know how I'm gonna not freeze to death on that bloody 8 kilometers back down to the car park. Oh. For anybody who doesn't enjoy the powdered milk in their coffees and oats or whatever. These little ones, these are by Milk Lab. They do an oatmeal one and an almond milk one. Are really good because they've got the little twist top. So it's obviously a long life milk, but it just means most of the other little ones this size only come with a straw and the little hole at the top. But this just makes it so handy and practical. And you can use it over a few days. Yeah, you're meant to refrigerate it after you open it, but it's not gonna bloody kill you, I swear to God, if you just have it in your pack for 3 days. Things tend to stay cool inside your pack anyway, so there you go, hot tip. I feel so silly to be so close. Like, I'm 4 Ks off my goal. But if I go there, what it adds on to the trip is significant. If I woke up and it was like the sun had come out, I'd just push through, and of course I'd go and do it, but it hasn't. And tomorrow's meant to be the worst of the rain. And if yesterday was a sign of anything to come, I'm getting off this bloody mountain, and at least I can wake up in that rain in the car park, just chilling in the tent waiting to get picked up. There's a bit of a break in the rain, and we're going to finish packing up and get these wet clothes on. Do not want to, but gotta do it, mate. Part of the journey, the physical and the mental, the physical and the inner. Sometimes you just gotta be uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta be uncomfortable. Get yourself into an awkward situation, overcome it, and then realise you were bigger than that situation. As long as you're well prepared for it to go south. That's one thing I've got going for me. If it goes south, it's not going too south. It's just going to be a bad time. I don't want to put that shirt on. Oh, I'll cut this, I haven't got any underwear on. Yeah, it's not too bad. I ended up putting that underneath my sleeping bag in the morning, so it's at least warm. I'm gonna keep my woolen jumper on. The good thing about wool, and this is 100% wool, is that it keeps its thermal properties even when it's wet. Okay, we're all packed up. I'm just gonna try and get some reception and touch base with Grace. Just let her know I'm all good and let her know the plan. Guess what? We head to the ponds. I was packed up and I went and got reception with Grace. She just happened to see it, so we chatted. I just had this thought while I was packing up that it's the bloody black dog, you know? The black dog's come for me. And I thought, I know there's a lot of people watching who watch because these videos and my sort of ranting and opening up about my own problems helps them, and I just thought, I'm not gonna bloody die out here. I'm just uncomfortable, but most of all just like feeling a bit down because of how crap I feel. Like, I don't like that I physically feel weak, which is fine. Like, it's okay to be off your game, but I just thought, you know what, I gotta go do this. I gotta go put this bloody bracelet, this wizard bracelet, in the Pigsty ponds. Because if I decide to hike back out of here, I'm never coming back to see these ponds. Even if it's beautiful weather, I'm not going back up that hill. I thought, well, I'm here, I gotta go do this. So, let's go. Let's go see these ponds. The black dog will not have me, you know? It's not gonna have me this day. Not this day. We've got a quest. Let's go. Oh boy. Bloody hell, it's Mordor out there. The great Southwest. And there she looms. Too clouded out though. Let's continue. We need to get this wizard bracelet to this pond so we can go home and have a bloody hot coffee. Throw a rug over and watch some telly. You might have guessed we've been watching some Lord of the Rings. We're about like 20 minutes into Return of the King, so sorry if I'm getting a bit carried away. Can't wait to get back to that. They've got that sign there saying to fan out because of this highly sensitive area. And you can see there's no super deep footwells where people have just been walking in single file like most of the rest of this track. Is that not Lord of the Rings right there? It's like plateau that just drops straight down. Looks very rugged down in there. You can see water. Wow. That's where we've just come from. So up ahead here is sort of the plateaus that we're trying to reach where the ponds are. Pretty clear, but this white mist is following me in, as you can see, and it's really catching up with me. So I'll have to see how we go, but it's going to engulf us for sure. So we're basically turning to walk along the western side of this hill, so we're actually, I think, going to be lucky enough to escape that. So where we camped, that was a saddle between what they call Hill 1 and Hill 2. We're passing around Hill 3 now, and as soon as we pass around Hill 4, we should catch a glimpse down into the Pigsty ponds, where we want to be. So we're making good progress. So we've actually ascended onto Moonlight Ridge. Oh, I could have so easily packed up that tent and made that hike down to the car park and let the black dog win, and I never would have seen any of this. I never would have seen any of this. We're nearly there. We essentially walk along this and then down to the ponds. We're on Hill 4, everybody. We've done it again. I believe these might be the ponds down here. They might even be just behind the ponds where I had planned to camp. There are some larger bodies of water. I think they're called the reservoirs, and that might be them. Nice to be walking on solid ground for a change. Wow. Yep, there they are. And then in the distance on that higher plateau, that shelf there, that's the Pigsty Ponds, where we will destroy the bracelet of wizards, or the wizard bracelet. I forgot what I called it at the start of the video. Far out, get a load of this place. Bloody hell, mate. Look at that crack in the earth there. That's Matsy's crack from now on. Good old Pendennis down in there. Pendenny. Look at that proud fella just in the sunlight, basking in it. Wow. Tell you what, it'd be nice if the mirrorless cameras worked in these conditions. Wouldn't it? I'd be getting some beautiful shots for you guys. I do apologise. I've just come across a wombat friend. I'm sorry you have to sleep up here, buddy. Hey, buddy. You're right, mate. I'll leave you alone. Yeah, nature, baby. Come get some. I've actually just remembered that in the letter it warned me of the golem wombat, who's actually the prior owner of the wizard bracelet. And the letter warned me to keep an eye out for him because he's after the bracelet. Let's show them the meaning of haste. It might not be much, but these little splashes of sunlight on the mountains are really making me feel good, because that's what else I've got to look at. Da da da! The Pigsty Ponds. can't believe we're actually descending down to the ponds now. I did not think we were going to be here. Never give up. Never surrender. To the victor go the spoils! These beautiful pines and stuff. Oh, about to step foot. Oh, oh, yes. We've done it. Oh, one last bog hole before we can though. But what if I don't mean to cast the bracelet into the Pigsty ponds? What if I am a wizard and this will grant me special powers upon this planet of peasants? What if I want the power for myself? So the time has come for me to cast the bracelet. I'm talking this up a lot, aren't I? I've probably done about 5 build-ups in the last 20 meters. Let's just do this. All right then, it shall be done. Back into the darkness of whence you came. Wait, let's go left-handed. And never come back to my letterbox. We've done it again. Oh, let's get out of here. Okay, we've got a full bottle of water on the boil for the return trip. Gonna have some lunch. I'm gonna have a nice bloody stone and wood. What do we got here? Limited edition, vintage release. Wood-fired porter. Here we go, gang. We return the wizard bracelet to the Pigsty ponds. Cheers to that, everybody. That's actually quite nice. So from here, the plan is essentially, I'm gonna try and hoof it back to the car park. Chances are likely I'll have to set up camp along the way and finish it in the morning. But I'll have to make the call before I start the descent through the forest, because there was pretty much nowhere to camp. There might have been one spot closer to the bottom, but by the time I'd get there, I may as well finish the walk. So I'll have to call it up on that plateau in one of those grimy ass swampy places. But hopefully we can make it down. Let's just see what happens. I won't push it. See how we go. And look at that. As we've cast it into the ponds and saved the forest of the Southwest, the sun has come out to reward us. Nature, baby. Come get some. And that we did. And it got us too a bit, didn't it? I'm not going to film too much of my return journey, but I will definitely switch on to keep you updated as to how we're traveling. But I'm going to make the most of this sunshine to smash out some Ks. You know what? Anybody could have put that bracelet and that letter into that letterbox. There could have been some kids down the street for all I know. But I'll sleep well. I'll sleep sound the rest of my days knowing that potentially I saved the forest. You never know, do you? I couldn't take any chances. Oh, mate, what on earth is happening right now? Look at the sun glistening off the water. We might catch a view of those mountains. I'll get up there and I'll show you if we do. Otherwise, I'll just keep you posted as to the progress. thank you for joining me on this journey. Look at him, he's got a shuffle on. Are those wedge-tailed eagles? Yeah, they are. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, imagine if they swooped down to get me. I imagine they wouldn't see too many big, you know, things to prey on down here. Oh my God. He's checking me out. He's like, is he too big? Imagine if he came down and clawed me right now. Oh, he definitely sussed me out. He came right down, circled me. He was sussing to see whether he could take me. I've never felt so small in my life. Oh, mate. Imagine if I had turned around and gone down to the car park. What'd you do on the weekend? Oh, I just got preyed upon by an eagle out in the wilderness. Tell you what, lucky for him, he didn't try to take me. Would have given him an absolute what for. Like, just grabbed talons, legs, done one of these. David versus Goliath with him, and just sent him off so fast he would have hit his mate. I would have got two birds, one throw, so to speak. It's so crazy, they keep flying in front of the sun and these huge shadows get cast over me and across the ground. Wow, it's so beautiful on the way back. You're too late, boys and girls. I already cast the bracelet into the ponds. Too late. Too late. Go dig your talons into a wombat. Okay, we've got to cross back through these marshlands to get to that ridge to start dropping down through the forest. Absolute whiteout, let's go. I've fallen over in this mud about 1 billion times. Doesn't matter how much you try to avoid it. If it's not the mud you're getting stuck in, it's one of these plants or the roots on the side that just come to life. They literally come to life and they're like, I'm gonna tear that man down. I'm gonna drop him on his ass. It's crazy. Okay, I got a bit of reception up here. I was able to check the forecast. There's a lot of rain coming in. So I've just got to commit and try and get down to the car park and not get caught out up the top here. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's getting pretty real. It's getting pretty real. So begins the descent to the bottom, which is gonna be epic. Wish me luck. See you at the bottom. The Southwest, ladies and gentlemen, the Southwest. Oh yeah, we've made it back. We've made it back to the caves. And the cave is not too far from the car park and it's easy walking. Oh, bloody hell. I would never film all of that because it's just too much, but I wish I could have just mentally taken you along on that journey down. I'm absolutely rooted, to say the least. It's 5 o'clock, it starts getting dark now. The further I walked, the more I started to remember pieces of the track that I was yet to go down, and I was like, oh no, like, please tell me I haven't bitten off more than I can chew. And I'm gonna be camping on the bloody slope here in the forest, but praise the Lord. Right on sunset pretty much, what is it? 5:30, and I'm at the car park. I'm at the pickup point. I'm gonna fill out that log, let everybody know, let Parks know that I made it back alive, and then I'm gonna set up my tent over there and wait for my beautiful partner to come get me tomorrow sometime. Get a Soto stove, they are bloody amazing. Look at that flame. And this Cedar Summit pot is really bloody good because it's really lightweight, but it's really deep. So if you've got those ready to eat meals that you need to sit inside water, this will take those easily, and then you've still got plenty of water for drinking, coffee. Comes with a couple bowls and coffee cups, etc. But what I do is because it's just me, I bring out one cup, one bowl, pop up coffee cup, towel for cleaning up, coffee, brew kit, salt, pepper. The stove goes in there as well. Yeah, just keep it all together. Good morning, everybody. It's about 8:15. Grace is on her way to pick me up a little bit earlier than originally planned. So that's good. She's going to be here sort of in the next half hour. I slept all right maybe for about 4 or 5 hours, but the rest of the night was quite broken up, difficult to get to sleep just because of just how tight and sore my legs are, to be honest. I was racing the sun. I didn't want to have to set up camp in that forest because I would have been on like a 45-degree angle and then wake up with heavy rain. Obviously didn't want to be scrambling down there in that because it was already difficult enough. What a hell of a trip. What a hell of a trip. Is this my girlfriend? Hey! That's sign. Oh, she bought me flowers. No, she's got a coffee. She's got a hot coffee for me, flowers, and a sign. Yeah, I was gone for a while.
It's been too nice.